Hi guys, welcome to my new channel. You know what? This channel just came up as spur of the moment, right? Because actually I enjoy watching all this reality TV. I'm kind of in the loop with what goes on around me. So I just felt like I should have this channel so that I can actually, some of the conversations I have with my sisters, my sister-in-law, I felt like I should also bring it to this channel and discuss it with you. So this is my new channel. Please be sure to subscribe because, God, you know what? The content in this channel, like, it makes itself. I don't have to do anything. Like, there's content everywhere around me, so I will just be talking about it as it is hot. Okay. Now, this channel, you're welcome to Jules Unsolicited Opinion, because yes, it's my unsolicited opinion. Okay, you didn't ask me, but I'm gonna give it to you. Okay. On the first episode of this channel, by the way, my name is Juliana. Yes, so this is Jules Unsolicited Opinion. Whether you like it or not, you gonna get it. Okay. Anyway, on the first episode of this channel, we're going to be talking about Love is Blind. You guys, Love is Blind season 6 episode. I'm talking about episode 1 and 2. You know what? I've actually watched everything, but while I was watching it, I just came up with the fact that, oh, you know what? Let me actually just, create this channel. So I will take it in bits and pieces. So if you haven't watched Love is Blind season 6, these first 6 episodes, just go and watch it because there's going to be a lot of spoilers here. So you can pause this video, go watch it, and then come back and join the conversation. Okay, let's get into it. See, I'm so serious about this that I didn't want to forget anything. Okay, I made notes. God, you guys, I made notes for this. Chineke, I don't know where they brought these people from. I don't know where they brought this cast from. But you know what? You know what? This cast, they're actually better than season 5, to be honest. If I'm being very honest, this cast, well, if not for one or two scoring people, they're better than season 5. That one, I don't know where they dug those ones out from. So anyway, let's get right into it. First of all, if you notice on the show, if you didn't make it as a couple, they just give you like 2 minutes of fame, waka pass rule. They'll just show you where you are talking. Let it not be as if you just wasted your time to come on TV and hey, nothing happened, So they just give you. I don't even think it's up to 1 minute safe that they give all those other people that didn't make a turn out to be a couple, that didn't couple up. All right. So those ones, like, I see, because I wanted to make this video, I watched with very keen attention. Like, I paid attention to everything. And if I missed anything, just comment down below, okay? All right. So for the Waka Pass people, yeah, like from the very beginning, you can even tell. And then the producers, like the people that did the editing, they didn't really leave a lot of mystery, because from the very beginning you could tell the people that made it and the people that didn't. Okay, so well, after the Waka Pass rule, let's get into season 6, episode 1. Okay, so episode 1 starts with, oh, I can't remember exactly who it starts with, but let me just give you the key characters in episode 1. Matthew. His head is not correct. Just take it like that. His head is not correct. Okay. Matthew came with 15 questions. Okay. 15 questions to ask the ladies. All right. So he will just, when he comes into the pod, he will just say, I have 15 questions. And pick any question from 1 to 15. The girls will now the girls will now pick. And then he will ask them and they're supposed to answer. So when it came to, what's her name? Jessica picked her question and he asked, she answered, and then she throws the question back at him, and he's like, uh, uh, what did I don't want to I'm not going to quote him, but basically he just goes, I didn't expect to answer the questions. I didn't expect to be asked the questions back. That's how that one ended. They removed that one. You came to ask question, but you don't want to answer question. Where do you think you are? Next thing, they showed him and Sarah Ann. That one, he asked that question. And she was answering. I'm sure he might say, no, 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 I can't take this. This girl talks too much. I can't take this. I can't take this. As the girl was still talking inside the pod, this man stood up and left. This man stood up and left. As if that one was not enough. He entered the next pod. I can't remember who that person was. Yeah, with Amber. When he God do, he that was, you know what? Okay, well, let me not let the cat out of the bag, okay? So the next person was with Amber, right? And then he goes, I have a question from 1 to 15, pick one. And then I think she picks number 4. And then next thing, pick one, I've picked one. Then next thing he goes, a lot of people have picked that particular question, pick another one. Chineke. Not. I've left that one's head. I don't know. In fact, to God be the glory. Anyway, next thing he goes to his next session was with what's this girl's name, AD. And then, somehow AD breaks his shell. And then, he starts coming out to talk. They kind of flowed very well, which was okay. You could say, yeah, some people are scoring, and yeah, there's somebody that they are calm with. So I think his calm in this particular episode was AD, all right? So him and AD, they struck a conversation and they started talking, okay? Conversation flowed very well. Like, he started coming out of his shell, they were talking and everything nice, all right? Fine. So at that point, I was thinking, okay, well, maybe he's not so crazy. Maybe the other girls just annoy him, or maybe, they gave him the ick and he just couldn't stand it. Fine. I made excuses for him. No problem. Moving on. Let me just quickly say that AD is the belle of the ball. Okay? She is the belle of the ball, and it's not even about her hotness or anything. She was just, this particular season is about her. Okay, just take it like that. Now, her next meeting was with Clayton, Clay. All right. So he comes in. He's like, oh, like, who am I talking to? And she goes, AD. AD, and he says, oh, all day. And I was like, oh, Clay. I said, all day, oh, Clay. That's what they were there doing. Those ones, they were just flirting up and down from the beginning of their meeting. It was just different. They were just throwing different, can I flirt with you? Okay, flirt with me. Come on. That's what they were there doing. Anyway, that was just what they were about. Obviously, they were in sync because Clayton appears to be her kind of guy. Those are the kind of people that she rolls with on a normal day. Of which, if those are the kind of people that you roll with on a normal day, then I don't know why you're on the show still looking for those particular people, because obviously it didn't work out with them. So what you saying, girl? But anyway, that one is on the side. So I'm drawing my triangle here. As I'm speaking, I'm drawing my triangle. So now there's AD, Matthew, and Oakley. All right? Oakley all day. But anyway, that's triangle number 1 on the side. Moving on to the next couple, there's Jimmy and Jessica. All right, those ones, they are flowing, they are talking. Jessica is a bubbly person, right? But she's the kind of person that I feel like she likes to, mark her territory. Once she likes you, don't talk to anybody, don't. Well, unfortunately for you, yeah, Love is Blind. Everybody is dating everybody, basically, until two of you decide to be serious. So yeah, she and Jimmy, they are bonding, they are talking, they're getting along pretty well. And then it gets to the point where she's like, oh, okay, you know what? Jessica has a child. She has a 10-year-old child, okay? But she's coming off with, oh, I don't want to lead with that. I don't want to tell the person that I'm talking to that I have a child. first off. I want the person to get to know me for me, which is understandable. Get to know me for me, and then I can now, you know, tell you that. Of which I understand totally what she's saying, but at the same time, some people will see it as being selfish. You know what? Tell me from the very beginning. Let me know if it's something I'm going to roll with or not. Not when I finish liking you, you will now come and tell me that you have a child, which you know might be a deal breaker. So my own thinking is, if you want to fail fast. See, oh, I have a child though. In fact, drop the bomb first before any other thing, because if you know one day, make you just carry yourself, they go from the very beginning. There's no need to waste time, right? Fail fast and move on, you know. But I also understand her approach. Get to know me first. Then when I tell you my big secrets, maybe you would have liked me so much that you wouldn't care, it wouldn't matter, or it might still be a deal breaker. Which, if you even think of it, to herself, I don't even think it's fair, because if someone is getting to like you, because if someone is getting to like you two are liking the person, and then you are now scared to come and tell the person the big secret. You will now tell the person the big secret. The person will now say, "I know they do again." You two, you'll be hurt because you've already started building emotional connection with the person. So, but I don't know. I understand her, but I also understand from the other side what's Mashi Sabi, basically. So anyway, she eventually dropped the bomb to 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 Jimmy, and my oga did not handle it very well. Okay, it came as a shock, and he was like, "Oh, why didn't you tell me?" And obviously, she explains that. Excuse me, she explains that. I wanted you to know me for me before telling you all that. The guy is dumbfounded. He doesn't know what to say. He doesn't know how to handle it. He doesn't know how to react. Okay. And then he goes, what did he even say, Seth? Basically, Sha, he didn't handle it well. And then she also comes off as, oh, myself and my daughter, we're a complete package. I might be skipping the scenes, but it's just basically about her having a child. Myself and my daughter were a complete package. So yeah, of course, that's understandable. Anybody that is going to love you cannot love you and not love your child. People are, what they call it, na follow come. Okay. So obviously my guy is there thinking, hey, how will I just follow this girl and all of a sudden I am already doing baby daddy things? And then yeah, he asked about her daughter's father, and she's like, oh, my high school, basically they grew up together. She got pregnant early, but the guy is still very much in the daughter's life. So I'm thinking, like Jimmy's thinking, oh, first of all, if I marry you, I have to become a dad automatically. I have to start doing daddy duties and all that. And then I have to deal with the baby daddy as well, which is understandable. Okay. I can't even blame him for that. I mean, if it's not what you want, it's not what you want. Or if you're not ready to have kids or be a father to anybody, nobody can force you to do that, right? But anyway, he didn't handle it well, and that one passed. The next thing, they showed Jimmy again. Jimmy that is just recovering from the bombshell that Jessica dropped to him. Jimmy entered the pod with, what's her name? With, this girl, with Chelsea. Chelsea. As my uncle was just sitting down, the next thing, Chelsea, I have a secret. I have something to tell you. Hey, I just started laughing because, oh God, what? As he couldn't even catch a break. Next thing, Chelsea goes, I was married before. Oh, it was like, you are hit from this side. As you're running towards this side, the other one is hitting you from the other side. And like, the guy is like, next thing, him too is quiet again. Obviously, he still did not handle it well. It's like, I've had a lot dumped on me today. I've had a lot dumped on me today. uh why didn't you did he ask her why didn't you tell me? But basically, Sha, he was also thrown off by that. So I can understand his reaction at the time. I understand his reaction because it's a lot. And again, like I said, if you want to feel fast. If you meet somebody. I was married before. Just so you know. I was married before. And then he asked for how long were they married. She said 5 years. And yeah, feel fast. Tell the person, see, this and this. You they do, abi you know they do. If you know they do, okay, make we share Gary and you go. Simple. You get. But anyway, same. He didn't handle that part well, and that part finished. So this girl left crying. Chelsea left the pod crying, and then her next scene was with Trevor. Trevor, sweet. Trevor is like a teddy bear, sweet guy. I don't know what's going on his hairline, maybe like eczema, but that can be treated anyway. But very calm. He's a gentle giant. Big, he's muscular, he has a mullet, but he's soft spoken. He presents himself as a very nice person because this show, they know finish is what some people can be acting for the camera, but anyway, what we see on camera is good. Okay, so yeah, Trevor had chosen Chelsea from day one. Like the very first time he spoke to Chelsea, Chelsea was Trevor's number one. And I don't even, well, I think he must have had conversation with other people, but he had conversation with other people, but Chelsea was always his number one from day one. And he was always so sweet, nice, and kind to her. So after her episode with, her session with Scarfi, with Jimmy, she goes into the pod with Trevor. And then she also tells Trevor, "Oh, I was married before." And Trevor's like, "You didn't tell me that before." And then she's now pretending, I didn't mention it. I may have mentioned it. Or when he did not tell him. I may have mentioned it. I didn't tell you. Anyway, Trevor goes, so how long were you married for? She goes, 5 years. Trevor said, you definitely not. Oh, I must have missed that. Just say you were afraid. Which one? Me? Anyway, Trevor now, Trevor handles it so well, so matured about the whole thing. It's like, that it doesn't matter. He just made her feel good, comfortable, because obviously, because she cried coming out from the other side, she would be like, I don't know how this one is going to react, but the guy just made her feel very comfortable. It doesn't matter. I don't care about that. You've always been my day one, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, to be honest, if at this age you have not had like a certain story coming, like we are here for a reason. Obviously, you've had it rough coming before presenting yourself to this place to, see if you can make something out of it. So you will not be expecting that the person you're going to meet has not had any relations, which is a very mature way of thinking about it, right? So basically, that's how he handled it. He was like, he didn't really care much about it. He just like, okay, like you didn't tell me before, but you've told me, and it's not a big deal. I still like you. You're my day one. My number one. So she felt good. Homegirl was smiling. She was happy. She felt good about it. Next thing, moving on. Okay, so back again to AD and what's his name, Matthew. Matthew comes guns blazing, preaching love. Um, Kafai, what's her name? AD describes Matthew as a pistachio. You have to break him. You have to break him to see what he sees. I don't even know what she was saying. You see that AD? Anyway, you know what? One thing I like about AD is that the girl is self-aware. She knows herself. She knows she knows what she's capable of, because in her confessions she said, I will see the red flag. I, I will see the red flags. I will see the red flags, and I will just paint my nail red to match. I will see the red flags, and I'll just paint my nail red to match the red flag. So my babe has been dealing with red flags all her life, so it's a normal thing for her. Okay. Anyway, she and Matthew. Matthew is like, oh, what I'm saying to you, I'm not saying to anybody else. If you want to leave right now, I can live with you. I can't wait to call my mom and tell my mom I found the one. If we live here, I will take you to the mountain top and propose to you. Are you telling anybody else about what I'm telling you? Ha. When he said that thing, it was sauce. Which one be are you telling anybody? Are you supposed to care? If she's the only person that you are telling, then she can shout it from the mountaintop now. That's your choice, right? Matthew. Meanwhile, what's her name? Eddie is there. Oh, oh, Matthew. Matthew. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. The girl is just, feeling herself. She's doing her hair. Everything Matthew is telling her is just sinking in. Meanwhile, Eddie, my girl, I like you, okay? But you see, those lashes, reduce it. And the hair, you use hot comb and bring it down, because the side profile was not giving. It was high up here, it was high on top. It was not nice. So, use hot comb, basically. And then another thing that just, my intrusive thoughts, another thing that just made me laugh was when she said, oh, my greatest fear is having a bird that be a hawk pluck out my brain. In my mind, I say, how would the hawk, I mean the bird, not pluck out your brain when your wig is high like this? Nay, go and bring that thing down. You're a beautiful girl, no doubt, but Benny, bring that. We are in 2024, please. There are some excuses that cannot be made again, I beg. But anyway, that's on the side. So, Matthew just gave her all the feels, made her feel good and all that. He said, he wants to take permission from her father to propose to her, that he just feels is the right thing to do, to take permission from the father to propose to her. That was say, well, what she said, what do you think? He said, what do you think? And she said, well, he don't die, so he's not doing much thinking, which was a dark joke. Dark humor. But anyway, basically, she didn't have a relationship with her dad. He's passed, and yeah, so if you're thinking of taking permission is with me, my guy. Okay? Okay? All the permission you need is with me. Anyway, that one aside. Next part is AD and Clay. Alright, so AD and Clay. Next thing, Clay comes in, and then he keeps going on about, I have a huge ego, got a big ego. He said he has a huge ego, that yes, even though emotional connection is important, but him too, he's big on physical. So basically, he was trying to, like, make AD describe herself, and my girl, like, she caught onto it real fast, and she's like, no, like, it's basically like, did you not know the show you were coming on? Like, why would I describe myself to you? You are supposed to make an emotional connection. And me, when I even heard it say, I'm big on the physical, I'm like,
Ariana, what are you doing here?
because if you're looking for physical attraction, go to Too Hot to Handle, go to Perfect Match. There are shows like that can cater to your needs. It's not Love is Blind. Did you not hear the name? Ida Rife, Ida Puzo. Love is blind, my nigga. You're not talking about physical attraction here. That one comes after, okay? After you've built the emotional connection. And then he goes, but Eddie was offended about that. Like, she didn't find it funny. She didn't like it at all. And he goes, oh, I know this may seem very shallow. Well, if you think it's shallow, then it's shallow. Simple. That's just what it is. My girl didn't take it lightly anyway. She didn't like the fact that, yeah, obviously she's hot. But I'm sure she has had to deal with that all her life. People just following her because, her body's dying and stuff like that. So, like, it was like, it gave her the ick, you could tell. But anyway, that one passed. And then there's Amber. Amber. People can't tell me anything. Amber is, wait. Amber and Matthew, those people are paid actors. They just planted them there for drama. You can't tell me shit. You can't tell me any different. They just planted those people there for drama. Because I don't understand. Amber, from where to where? Like, there's no storyline apart from that beginning part where we saw you and Matthew, where he was asking you interview questions. There was no other session that they showed she and Matthew actually communicating, right? So I don't understand. In fact, that just towards the end of episode 1, she kind of like chipped in that like her interest was Matthew. If he asked, and then she said the same thing Matthew had told what's her name, AD. If you ask me. In fact, this editing, sometimes they'll be dropping breadcrumbs for you, they'll be leaving clues for you to now pick up. If you don't pick up, because me, before she gave that, she dropped that gist there, they showed Eddie's diary. If you ask me, you see that, Amber, it's either she read that diary, or producers told her what to say, allegedly, abego. Or producers told her what to say, allegedly. Because there is no, well, it's possible, because they can just do copy and paste. But I don't know. I found it kind of sus. But anyway, by the time Amber, what's her name? Yeah, Amber told AD that, he asked about my father. Abi? Yeah, he asked about my father and asking to leave. That was where episode 1 ended. So moving on to episode 2.